What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? It's your boy back with another one. People, in today's video, we want to discuss things that black people and colored people can learn from white people. I know this is going to be a contentious issue, but hey, it's got to be said. Someone's got to do it. Let me know what you think about this topic in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know we family, right? Holla. People, I know what I'm about to say is going to cause a lot of backlash, and I understand. And I totally get it because it feels like I'm going to undermine people. And it feels like I'm going to be looking up to certain people who disregard us, right? But facts are facts, truth is truth, and we need to face the facts and we need to speak the truth. Bad or good, truth must always prevail. And unfortunately, in this case, I'm speaking the truth. And if you disagree, please let's engage in the comment section below. Each to his own opinion, right? Each to his own. So let's get into it. So, what can we as black people and colored people learn from white people? Okay, let's take the first obvious one, right? We have places like Mitchell's Plain, Kailicha, Soweto, Eldorado Park. We have Mlazi, Kwamashu. We have, you name them, black townships, colored townships, uh, black suburbs, colored suburbs, you name it, right? What is the one thing that black people and colored people have in common? That even though we blame the white man for everything, for all our problems, white people don't live in the townships. We live almost exclusively or majority black townships, black people, colored townships, colored people. No white people there. Even there we can't get along. By just on our own. I mean, by ourselves, we can't get along. Steal from each other, kill each other, rape our mothers, sisters. Where's the white person in that scenario, in that case? Where's the white person? That's one. We just cannot live together in unity, in harmony. Can't. I mean, let's look at the rich white areas. How's the crime rate there? And if there is the crime rate, I can almost guarantee you that it's people from another race attacking people either from the same race group and or people from the same race group. But how often does it happen? Right? Okay, let's give the white areas the benefit of the doubt, right? Or the rich areas. Let's just call it white areas now, right? Let's take a place where it's exclusively white people, right? Or majority white people. Yes, crime happens everywhere. Totally get it. How many times do you find a white person committing a crime against another white person? And what is that crime specifically about? If it's not a business deal, then trust me, there's no crime going to be happening there. Domestic violence? Possibly. Can be because you get angry white men as well. You get angry white women as well. So domestic violence is a thing in every society. I would believe that. You know, drugs is a thing. Of course, there's going to be that in every society. I totally get that. But why is it that in white communities, the murder rates are down, the rapes are down, the house breakings are down? I mean, why is it that white people seem to treat each other as human, see each other as human, respect each other as human beings? Why do white people get along? when they are exclusively in white only areas? How is that possible? How? White people get along almost seamlessly. I'm not saying they do not fight amongst each other. I'm not saying there's no arguments. I'm not saying there's no uh, jealousy. I'm not saying that. All I'm simply saying is, if there are those things, it's either hidden, it either happens once every blue moon. They seem to be united. They seem to support each other. They seem to uplift each other. They just seem to have each other's backs, right? That's the main reason why Orania is increasingly developing at a rapid rate than opposed to black only areas, colored only areas. I mean, people, let's start with the unity only aspect. Is there unity among black people and colored people? I'm not talking like now, I'm talking exclusively within the black community. Let's start there. Okay, is there unity within black people first? No. Is there unity within colored people? No. But why? So, what's the problem? Easy. Jealousy, envy, competition, greed, all these things that just, I don't know how to put it. It's simple things, just simple things that become chaotic and bigger as time progresses. Okay, let's park that, right? Put that aside. Let's move on to alcohol consumption. Go to white areas. White people drink. White people party. White people do. But if you notice that they do it in moderation, they do it at certain times of the day, certain times of the week, certain times of the month. Now, let's go to black areas and colored areas. Promise you, every morning, I'm talking about 6:30, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, every single day, Sunday to Sunday, taverns are open. People are streaming to the taverns. People are buying alcohol early in the morning. Weekends, it's even worse. What are we missing as black people? What are we missing as colored people? Why why the alcohol consumption as if it's going out of style, out of fashion? Like there'll be no more alcohol in the next 3 to 6 months. Why? Okay, park that to the side. Ownership. Let's talk about starting businesses. Black people, colored people. We have this tendency to want to start businesses that don't really employ massive amounts of people. We want to start businesses where we put as little effort into these businesses, but try to maximize the profits out of the businesses, right? Why? Why are we like that? Why can't we create businesses that employ our own people on a massive scale? Why do white people support each other's businesses? Like he wants to start a business, the customers come running through. White people, that's how white people businesses grow because they support each other from a business perspective. Let a black man open a business. Let a colored man open a business. Where's the support? No support. Why? Why? Is it jealousy? Is it envy? What is it? Okay, let's park that. Let's move over to development, or just simply, let's just say, building your own things, right? Within your own communities. Let's start by saying self reliance. Let's go to Denun, right? Mitchell's Plain, Kaelich, right? Okay. What massive infrastructure are we putting up in our townships to benefit the township? Not benefit ourselves, benefit the township as a whole. Nothing. Instead, what we have is everybody wants to extend their house, put flat, build flats on it, or flatlets, or rooms, individualistic things. I mean, you don't see someone saying, okay, let us come together as a community. Let's purchase this piece of land. Let us build a mall, or let us build something of sustenance for the entire community. Like, I mean, it's almost like it's a me for myself, me, myself, and I story. My family and I, my friends and I. But with the white people, it's on a totally different level. So, how is that possible that these people can actually, the white people can actually do it and we can't? I mean, they've been doing it for years. Can we not learn from them? Okay, park that. Two, park that, right? Let's leave that. Park it one side. Now, let's talk about security. White people decided to come together and create private security companies to protect themselves and their assets. Guess who from? From who did they protect these assets from? From themselves? No. It's from people like us. Why? Okay, right? You know why? Because we have this mentality that there's money over there, we're going over there, we're going to steal over there. So what did they do? They decided they're going to come together and create private security companies to protect their areas. Okay. And mind you, it's not only white people living in those areas where these private security have been set up. There's also colored people living there, all right? So, as a colored person living in a formerly white area where security guards are patrolling to protect a colored household against colored people, or a black security guard but privately run company, right? That's working for a privately run company, protecting black people from other black people. How does that make you feel? Let's be honest. How does that make you feel? Okay, park that. Let's park that, right? Let's talk about let's talk about jobs. Let's talk about how people complain that white people only look after white people in their jobs, right? In the employment sector, right? In the employment spaces, right? Because there's always this thing of nepotism. White people never start at the bottom. White people only hire black people, and then when they need a promotion, they don't give it to black people. They hire a white person who knows nothing. The black person trains them. Then that white person becomes the manager, which we all know is true. But let's break it down. Who owns that business? White people. Okay. How did that white person get to own their business? Oh, because it's got generational wealth. It's got all this. Cool. We get it. Now, let's not forget who's in power now. So, since we know that the government of the past era used to only focus on helping the minority white people, now there's a black majority government in power. Why can't they do the same? Right? Of course, they're only helping the elite. I get it. Why can't those elites trickle that money down to lesser fortunate people and we can do the same? Why? There are other countries where the governments have uplifted the majority of the people out of poverty. Not made them wealthy, but made them out of poverty. Right. China lifted 700 million people out of poverty. And remember, China was poor like some 30, 40 years ago. China was very poor. Today, China's thriving. So, when it comes to the employment sector, we cannot complain. We cannot complain about companies that are hiring white people, promoting white people, and neglecting colored and black people. No, we can't. Do you know why? Because we don't own those companies. If you own the company, you too can practice nepotism. You too can promote whoever you like. You too can hire whoever you like. But we don't own those companies, but we complain the most. Why are we complaining? Why are we not building our own companies? let's park that. Now, people, let's talk about fighting for people's rights. White people have political parties that cater to white people's interests and needs. DA, Freedom Front Plus, and then they have a civil organization that's aggressively active to protect white people's interests, like every forum. Now, trust me, we are the we are in the majority, so to speak. Even though colors are in the minority, but the second largest group, right? So, how come we don't have political parties that fight for us? How come we don't have civil organizations that fight for us? Why? Do you ever think about that? Why? Jealousy. Hey, look at every forum. Every forum has a is it a monthly membership fee of I think 150 rand? 150 rand. And they have something like 300,000, 375,000 members. So on average, they make about, I don't know, 35, 40 million a month. If that was in colored or black hands, do you know the infighting, the money missing? Do you people? That is why I say we need to learn how white people coexist with each other. Money is the first thing that already disrupts black people and colored people. Trust you me, once money is involved, everything flies out of the window. Trust is gone. Everything else that you ever spoke about is gone. Now, I'm not saying there are no loyal black people. I'm not saying there's no loyal colored people. All I'm saying is, in general, when black people and colored people set out to do something, the majority of the time, those things fall apart. And so, where, how can we keep blaming the white man and apartheid for things that simple things that we can't even do right on our own, by ourselves? How? Let me know if I was on the money with this one or if I totally missed it with this one. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know we family, right? Holler.